G'day guys, it's Jason from Builder Golfer. Sony Open week this week. Just finished round one and thought I'd just do a deep dive of the site, kind of show you guys how the scoring works, how it links through to the PGA Tour, run through some of the shots, kind of how it updates, and yeah, I thought for this weekend I'll throw out a few more videos as well. So this one today we'll just go through deep dive, look through the leaderboard, check out some of the golfers, and then tomorrow we might do one live whilst the scores are updating during the tournament, just so you can see what it looks like uh, watching the event on the site while the guys are actually hitting the golf ball. So yeah, um, if you're watching this and you haven't signed up, please still sign up. You can join whenever. It's a season-long competition. You can still win the prizes. Just because you don't get a chance to get at the 500 FedEx Cup points on offer this week doesn't mean you can't catch up so quickly through the rest of the season. I'm sure Scotty Scheffler's going to win the FedEx Cup, and he starts next week, so no reason why you can't either. But yeah, everything we'll be doing is the Global League. Just a refresher, these are the prizes for the Global League. So if you are from Rick's fan base and you come through here, make sure you're still building a guy in the Global League if you want a chance to win these prizes. Masters Gnome, first, second place. There's Cam Davis bobblehead, and we'll have a couple other prizes throughout the year that we might chuck in it for different one-off tournaments. So let's go check out the Global League. And yeah, I sent out a tweet about this, but this this user here, Nana, that's actually my grandmother. So yeah, and as you guys might know, might have heard through Rick, Cam Davis is my younger brother. Um, Maybe a bit more talented and a bit better looking, but I still taught him everything he knows. So yeah, this is his grandmother too, obviously. So yeah, I guess all this leaderboard shows is that we don't know what we're doing. Respect your elders. She was stoked when she was making a character. So yeah, I thought I'd just run you through how it kind of looks on the leaderboard. Obviously, this is the PGA Tour leaderboard. So you have all the pros in here. Kevin Roy, Nick Taylor, they've shot some great rounds, 8 under. Give them a click. You can see how they played bogey free for Kevin Roy. Let's see if he has any staying power up the top. And then I was watching a bit of Nick Taylor's today as well. He looks super clean. 8 under, 62 without even getting the par 5 18th. I mean, he could have really put some distance in defending champs. So if you chose Nick Taylor for any parts of your builder golfer, you're probably doing pretty well today. So yeah, we have all the scores for the pros, but we also have all the scores for the users. So I'll just run you through what it looks like checking out a user's a scorecard and what you can click on, how you check the stats, how you see what kind of build they use. Um, there's also the season-long points tally here, so this will show your points, FedEx Cup points, as we go through the season. This is where you can also favorite one of the users just so you can track them in real time. As you can see here, Rick's yellow. That's because I haven't favorited. Let's see if I can find Nana, my grandma. I'll favorite her. And then you just refresh the page and yeah, she'll be yellow. So see here as well how there's show 5 more, hide 5. We have the leaderboard consolidated. Otherwise, you won't be able to see any of the pros. All you see is a whole heap of users. So if people are tied on the same score, you'll see that it has a drop down. As you can see, Rick's here at -6, along with 8 others at -6. If you favourite anyone, they will show up on the leaderboard just on their own. So go ahead, um, follow Rick, throw in my grandma if you think you can beat her by the end of the week. So yeah, I thought we'd do a quick deep dive of I guess Rick's first. Um, Rick's shot a 64 today, 6 under with his golfer. And what we do is we have the scorecard, you get birdies and bogeys. It's as simple as that. You build your golfer, birdies and bogeys, that's how you track yourself, okay? If you click this big stats button here on the side, or if you click the stats button on anyone else, you can see how they came to build their golfer. All right, this shows Rick Rungood's made this one. Okay, he's taken Benny Griffin off the tee, Hideki on approach, Nico around the green, and Mav putting. It's also got a bit of a rundown of the strokes gained and the scoring deep dive, just if you want a further explanation of how these things work in the back end to generate these scores, because it can be a little bit complex. But I guess the outcome is you pick your 4 golfers. Those 4 golfers are each playing the hole. They're playing the hole in a different order. So that's where these colored dots come in, and I'll show that live tomorrow to really explain how those colored dots show what holes golfers are up to. But all you need to know is all 4 of your golfers did hit shots on each hole. So all 4 of your golfers, all 4 of Rick's golfers hit shots on the first hole. And then based on how well they hit those shots, this score is generated. When you click on a hole, you can see round by round commentary. So we just have some code in the background that writes some commentary based on how well the ball's hit. As you can see here for Rick's first hole, probably a good drive from Ben, very good approach shot from Hideki, but there was some bad around the green play from Nico when he played the hole, and a good putt from Mav. So it sounds like Nico's probably thrown this hole away, and that's why there's a bogey on the scorecard. And when you look at it, this is how the score is broken down for the hole. Okay, so the average score for the field was 4.1. So what we do is we take the average score, and we apply all the strokes gained of your 4 different players to it. So we add all these up. As you can see, Nico lost 1.43 around the green. He must have had a mess of chip job over there. I guess we can take a quick look at it. So this is where you can see that the actual shots that are hit on the tour by the pros are what are generating these scores. So let's find Nico. I imagine he didn't play too well today because I saw he was pretty low down the strokes gained. Obviously, just quicker. There he is, right down the bottom. Okay, so we can see Nico. Let's watch him on the first hole. Okay, what we do is get up the tour cast of Nico on hole 1. And you can see he's hit 2 pretty average shots, drive left into the rough. I mean, it's tough first hole, 500 yards, OB on the right. Everyone always fans it out to the left to start. He's left it short, chipped it through the green into the bunker, and there you go. You already lost a whole shot around the green. Out of the bunker to 16 feet, it's probably losing another half a shot because, I mean, these guys are so good out of the sand these days. Probably put it into tap-in range majority of the time. And there you can see, just from those 2 shots, that's how we've gotten to minus 1.43 around the green for Nico on this hole. This gives a raw score of 5.12 strokes for that hole, and then we just round it to the nearest hole number. If we check out my grandmother's scorecard, obviously it's going to be pretty clean. I mean, she did have bogey, but a couple of eagles here, some great holes. Let's see who she built her guy with today. Mav off the tee, Adam Scott on approach. My brother around the green. He chipped the ball pretty well. I think he finished 2 under, but yeah, good signs. Hopefully can play well tomorrow and hang around for the weekend. And then we got Eric putting. So yeah, pretty good build. Scotty obviously carried this build with his approach shots. And I think there was a crazy hole for Scotty, 18. So 18, my grandma made a birdie. Said obviously Adam salvaged something with a fantastic approach shots. Mav with an untidy drive, so he probably hasn't gained any strokes off the tee. Cam with some good play greenside, and Eric tied it up with a putting for birdie. It's actually, is it the 9th hole? Yeah, it's the 9th hole I wanted to show. So 9th hole, she's actually made eagle here. And Adam produced something magical with a majestic shot on approach. Gained a whole shot on approach. And even if you look at Adam's scorecard, he finished on the 9th hole. That's why I was thinking it was 18, but he finished on 9. He made par, but he hit an OB off the tee. So it just shows that even though the score might not be great for one of your chosen golfers on a hole, they might still have a real excellent passage of play with one of the strokes you've chosen for your builder golfer. So your builder golfer might still score really well, even though one of the golfers that you chose actually scored poorly on that hole. I mean, if Adam took 10 shots to get to the green and then made a 30-foot putt and you had him for putting, you're probably still gaining strokes on the green, even though you're losing strokes everywhere else. That's kind of the thought process behind it. So I think I've got him here, one of these ones. Yeah, here's Adam. So yeah, drives at OB, then hits this perler. I mean, he's got such a beautiful swing, Adam. I mean, everyone's been watching him for years. Stumps it, tap in par, whilst he may have made a par, Nana's making a birdie because that was a whole strokes gained on approach and she only has him for approach. So that's how the scores are generated. That's how you can track it live, see what happens, see how it impacts your scorecard. You can click on everyone, you can click on all the scores. They all have some pretty unique commentary on it. It's a lot of fun when you're watching it live and you actually see Adam hit that fantastic shot. You get to come in here, you get to see you reap the rewards on the leaderboard. So yeah, it's great. It's awesome that so many of you guys joined up. I think we have almost 300 users now, which is sweet. The more people on, the busier the leaderboard gets, the more fun it is. You can see more scores. Your name is going to be in green, so this is the bag account, Gimneely Puttaroo, that I made the other day. Shot 3 under, even past the last 2 holes, so that was a good finish for him. And you can scroll all the way down, and we'll have players all the way through. What I'll do tomorrow is I'm going to jump on. I'll record a YouTube video. Bear with me, this is my second one now, so I'm getting it slightly better. But I'll record one tomorrow where I'll watch it live. We'll track some of the shot link and how it impacted the scorecards. We'll see how people are going. We'll watch some people go up and down the leaderboard. I'll explain how scores are finalised at the end of the day. If you were watching today, you would have seen that some of the scores were grey throughout the day and then they go towards black at the end as they get finalised. I'll explain all that. If you have any questions about the game, or you want deeper dives, or you want to share something you found fun if you've been playing, please throw something in the comments. Like I said, always happy to chat. Follow us on X. Send me some comments on there as well. I want to see if you guys can beat my grandma this week. She's 6 shots ahead of me, so I don't think I'm catching her. But let me know if you guys can, and also see if we can beat the pros and earn some FedEx Cup points. So yeah, as always, pleasure chatting to you. This is my passion. This is what I do anyway in my spare time. So it's awesome to be able to share this with you. I just think this is a really fun game that we can all play together, and I can't wait to keep chatting to you guys week in, week out. Signing off.